Hello MCPHS University and welcome to another star-studded screencast. Today we're going to be talking about pre-registration, what it is, how you do it right, and where to go if you need help. Now without further ado, let's dive in. So, pre-registration. What is it? Pre-registration is your first opportunity to look at your schedule for the upcoming semester. It's also your chance to make adjustments to that schedule. Once online registration opens up, you can add electives, change sections and class times, and just generally make sure you're registered properly for the next term. That's it. Simple, right? So now that we've got the basics out of the way, let's talk about how you should approach this special time of year. There are a few strategies you should employ every time pre-registration rolls around to make sure that things go smoothly for you as we head into the next semester. Number 1, check your schedule. Number 2, check your program evaluation. Number 3, check the course offerings. Number 4, make adjustments. Number 5, check your work. Let's get started with number 1, check your schedule. Each semester, the registrar's office batch registers most students at MCPHS for their upcoming required courses. The first thing you should do when new schedules are posted is log into WebAdvisor and take a look at your own schedule. You want to pay attention to a few important things. First, are you registered part-time or full-time? In order to be a full-time student, you must be registered for anywhere from 12 to 18 credits in the fall and spring. Often, certain financial aid and scholarship guidelines require you to be a full-time student in order to be eligible. If you have questions about whether or not you need to be full-time, you can check with the Student Financial Services Office for more information. If you need to be a full-time student, but you're registered for fewer than 12 credits, then you'll need to make sure to add credits to your schedule during pre-registration. The other thing you want to take a look at here is whether or not the class times on your schedule work. If there are any times that look like they'll be problematic to fit in around your personal or commuting schedule, you'll have a chance to make adjustments when online registration opens up, but you should take note of the classes you'd like to change now. Finally, there's a chance you may not be registered for any classes at all for the upcoming semester. Some students in majors like health sciences and health psychology must register on their own each semester, and other students may not be batch registered due to complications caused by things like non-progression. If you don't see any classes on your schedule, or if you need to add classes but you're not sure which ones, just come to the ARC to meet with an academic advisor and we can help set you up. After you've taken a look at your schedule, the second thing you want to do is check your program evaluation. Now, first things first, at the top of your program evaluation, you should see a note that tells you exactly what date and time you can begin to make adjustments to your schedule online. Make a note of this because you won't be able to make any changes before then. Once that time rolls around, though, get ready to click that mouse. Now, your program evaluation is designed to lay out all the courses you need to take in your MCPHS University career so you can complete your degree. You should check it semester by semester to make sure that you're keeping up on all the requirements. Look for the upcoming semesters section on the program evaluation, and you should see that the term section is filled in with the dates for the next semester. In the notes column, you should also see the letters PR to say that you've been pre-registered for those courses. This program evaluation looks a little bit different, but yours should say PR. If any of the required courses for the next term are not filled in, then you can check with an academic advisor in the ARC to find out if any changes need to be made. While you're looking at your program evaluation, you should also see if you need to register for any electives for the upcoming semester. There are a few different kinds of electives: distributive electives, program electives, professional electives, and students must always register for these on their own. Most times, if you're only batch registered into part-time status, the reason is because you need to add an elective or two to round out your schedule. Once online registration begins, you'll have a chance to do just that. One other thing to check in your program evaluation is whether or not you need to repeat any courses. If you didn't earn the required grade for a course, you'll see the one course needed note next to that class in the needed column. You should take note of that and see if it's a course you can repeat over the summer or if it's something you'll need to do in the academic year. Check with an advisor if you have any questions about how to go about repeating a course and to find out if it will affect your overall progression. Now that you've seen your program evaluation, your next step should be to look at the course offerings for the upcoming semester. If you need to add electives to your schedule, then you can start by looking for those here. Search for distributive electives by using the BEH, HUM, or SSC subjects. If you need a list of program or professional electives, you can pick that up at the ARC and then look for the specific classes that might be available in the upcoming semester. You can also use this time to look up alternate class times for any courses that seem inconvenient to you. Not all courses will have alternate options, but some will, and you may be able to find times that work better. Just remember that you will only be able to add open courses to your schedule using WebAdvisor. If a course is listed as closed, or if it's restricted to students from a different major, you won't be able to add it on your own, but you may stop by the ARC to speak with an advisor about your options. Once you've found a good option for an elective, or for section changes, you should add those classes to your preferred sections list on WebAdvisor. That way, you'll be ready to go as soon as your online registration time begins. You do remember when that is, right? If you forgot, just go back to your program evaluation and check the top section for a reminder. When online registration does begin, you can log on to WebAdvisor again and get back into your preferred sections list. Just go to the Students menu and then the Register and Drop section link. When online registration does begin, you'll be able to make changes to your schedule the same way you would during the add-drop period. If you need help with the process at all, make sure to visit the ARC to meet with an advisor. We usually have walk-in advising available all day during pre-registration, but if there's any change, we'll be sure to let you know when we'll be available before pre-registration begins. And that's it, right? Wrong! There's one more important step to follow before you're done, and it's a step with which I'm sure you're very familiar. Check your work. If you make any changes to your schedule, you should take one more minute to look at that schedule to ensure that the changes went through. Make sure it looks the way you think it should. And while you're at it, why not take another look at your program evaluation to make sure that all the degree requirements you're trying to fill with those electives you added are listed as in progress or pre-registered. If you see something that doesn't look right or that doesn't make sense to you for some reason, just come meet with an academic advisor in the ARC and we can help you figure things out. But wait, there's more. You definitely want to check your schedule after you make changes, but you should check again and again too. Check your schedule over break. Check your schedule before the new semester starts. Check again during the add-drop period, and then once more after add-drop ends. Sometimes the registrar's office is required to make adjustments to student schedules due to things like room changes or class cancellations. So if anything like that comes up in your case, you want to be sure you know about it as soon as possible. And yes, now we are done. We hope you enjoyed this thrilling screencast. Don't forget to stop by the ARC to talk to an advisor if you have any questions. But until then, good night and good luck. Stay classy, MCPHS.